What's up guys, Bunny here, and in our last video I reviewed Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War following the beta weekend. And to be honest, I nitpicked that game very thoroughly in the small amount of time that I had. And in that small amount of time I realized there was just so much about the game that needed to be fixed. Mechanics were clunky, sliding just felt weird, even the aim assist was terrible. And so in this video, I want to recap everything that we talked about during the beta, see what has been fixed, what has changed, and what still needs to be improved. So first on the list, skill-based matchmaking. So you guys know the feeling. First couple of games on, you're dominating the lobby, running and gunning, singing at the top of your lungs, everything is awesome. Finishing the game triple positive and going about your business. But now, it's 2 games later, you're in the sweatiest lobbies going up against full teams of 3 burst and snipers that are all equipped with a shotgun as their secondary. Not a fun time. Skill-based matchmaking needs to be worked on ASAP. Get rid of it, give me a CDL or a ranked playlist where I can choose when I want to go try hard and get sweaty. A playlist that rewards me for going far in it and actually wanting to make that attempt. Weapons and attachments. So in the beta, I actually enjoyed the variety of weapons and attachments. I still don't think that there is any one attachment that makes a weapon broken. The variety of weapons is still nice, and we're going to be getting even more weapons here in the future, so I am pretty excited about that. So one of the biggest issues I had in the beta was the fact that the ARs did not serve a purpose. Their ADS was horrible, basically did no damage, and you would be losing gunfights across map against SMG players. I mean, come on. How is a sniper ADSing faster than a rifle? It didn't make sense. But since then, ARs have definitely come a long way. I am happy to say they have buffed the ARs and made them viable again in Call of Duty. So next I want to talk about the SMGs. So SMGs in the beta were definitely the meta. They were a bit overpowered, especially the MP5. Thankfully, Treyarch has definitely done some balancing to the SMGs. Off the top of my head, I can't even think of an SMG that stands way above the others. Each seem to have their pros and cons depending on the situation you're in. So, I mean, hey, player's preference. And now these snipers. Alright, so in the last video, I talked on how the snipers in the beta were broken with a capital B. In the beta, the snipers were very fast with their ADS speeds and had no flinch whatsoever. There has been some balancing to the snipers, but in my opinion, the ADS is still too fast. There is not enough flinch when the sniper is getting shot at. I mean, if you think about it, dude, in Modern Warfare, you really had to work and grind to even be decent with a sniper. It required way more skill in Modern Warfare than it does in Cold War, and I will stand by that. And now the pistols. Pistols in beta were great, really satisfying to use. Honestly, think they're still great. I have heard a little bit, some people think they're a bit overpowered. But if you directly compare the Cold War pistols to the Modern Warfare pistols, the Modern Warfare pistols were useless. Useless. So at least, you know, the pistol is viable. Could it use a little bit of a nerf? Possibly. Is it on the top of my list? No, not at all. Now, when it comes to my biggest complaint of weapons in general in Call of Duty Cold War and what I think needs to be fixed the most, the 3 burst rifles. I know they were attempting to balance them, but like, let's be honest, they're still broke. They're still OP. So hopefully in the near future, that definitely gets fixed. At least I know in the comp side of things, they're definitely getting GA'd, so I won't see them on the comp side, but even, I mean, come on now. Come on. And so that brings us to our next topic. Next, I want to talk about the maps. So we have more maps than we had in the beta and even more on the way. And let it be known that while I am talking about these maps and I'm judging these maps, just know I play competitive game mode, search and destroy, hardpoint, control, and that is kind of how I'm basing my opinion on these maps. So if you don't like my opinion, I'm sorry, but you can also do something with that opinion in a certain place in your body. So, well, these are my opinions. So first of all, satellite. I hate it. I was enjoying the map during the beta, but now this map is just not enjoyable to play on for me whatsoever. Thankfully, it's not a competitive map, but even when I am just chilling, running and gunning, it's really not a good experience. I really can't put my finger on what exactly I hate about this map, but I just don't like it. So next on the list is Moscow. I loved Moscow during the beta, and I still love this map today. All 3 competitive game modes play extremely well on this map, very balanced in my opinion, and will probably be added to the list of greatest maps of all time. But that's just my opinion. Next, we got Garrison. Garrison is a great map, definitely a map, especially when you're running Hardpoint, where you need to be very aware of spawns, rotation times, and just like map awareness in general. Especially in Hardpoint, if you don't know the rotations on this map, you're gonna have a very bad time. Still, overall great map. Crossroads. So Crossroads is probably the hardest map to learn in my opinion. There is a good variety of routes you can run on this map. It's a very good size map. Not one of my favorite maps, but it's overall it's decent. I know they just had an update yesterday where I believe P4 for Hardpoint got pushed to a different location. I haven't had a chance to look into that just yet, but that could definitely sway my opinion. Just let me know what you think. Cartel. I said it in the beta. I do not like this map. I like parts about this map, but I have to give it an overall rating. I would give it a 4 out of 10. This map is built weird. The whole river side of the map is pretty useless. The only time you go down there is if you're playing Hardpoint. The brush or the plants right in the middle of the map is still one of the dumbest things in this game. Sorry, but I'm just not a fan of this map. And if you were to take out the riverbed area completely and make the map smaller, remove the brush, then I think the map would be so much better. Because I mean, who doesn't enjoy pushing hangar? Who doesn't enjoy like all those little buildings that you can go in and out of? Like there are parts of this map I do thoroughly enjoy, but I think they tried to do too much. Next is Armada. So Armada, I just don't understand this map. It's fun. It looks great. Has a lot of potential. But in Search and Destroy, I'm most likely getting destroyed 9 out of 10 times. That's just how it is. This map just does not make sense to me. It does not click in my head like other maps do. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think this map should be a competitive map. It'd be fun to play on, so maybe it's just me. Maybe I just need to get good. Miami. So I destroyed this map in the last video. I completely tore it down. It was a super boring map to me. It looked great. I love the neon lights, but it just wasn't very fun to play on. Now, at the time I said this, the first time, you got to remember this was during the beta where we didn't have other game modes like Search and Destroy to play. I still think playing Hardpoint on this map is boring, but Search and Destroy on this map is actually really satisfying. There's probably a little bit more open areas than I would like, but I mean, my opinion is definitely swaying on Miami. Checkmate. Checkmate is honestly one of my favorite maps due to its simplicity. You got 3 main lanes to take, plenty of cover, and gunfights are fun on this map. They just are. I don't know what it is. It just, I'm having a good time anytime I'm on this map. Nothing else I can really say except, yeah, I like this map. The last map I want to talk about is Nuketown. Dude, it's fucking Nuketown. How do you not love this map? So that's gonna roll us right into our next topic, which is gonna be gunplay, playmaking, and the overall mechanics of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. All right. So first things first, aim assist. Aim assist in the beta was gross. It was just felt icky. Thankfully, Treyarch brought back the different types of aim assist, dynamic, linear, standard. So that's definitely been a huge improvement since the beta ended. It feels a whole lot more crisp now, and a huge fan. Also, in the beta video, I touched on the fact that it was almost impossible to be a playmaker. For instance, in Modern Warfare, if you found yourself in a 1v4 situation in Search and Destroy, it would be difficult, but you still had a chance to clutch up and win the round. Now, during the beta, the time to kill and the amount of ammo you had in your weapons made it seem like that would have been impossible. With like the sloppy mechanics and everything, there's no way you would have been able to pull that off. That being said, my opinion has now changed on this. With all the changes and especially the different attachments you can now put on the weapons, and you can put together some really baller classes, I feel like that hero element, that playmaker element is here. It is back. Last thing I do want to talk about are the mechanics. In the beta, I said the movement was clunky. The sliding was definitely too much. Aim assist was nasty, and I pretty much did not enjoy the mechanics as a whole. I hated them. It was like getting spit on. Like that. It was just disgusting. But the day of launch, I completely changed my mind. In the short amount of time between the beta and the official launch of Cold War, Treyarch put in that work. They updated mechanics in the game that made it feel like a completely different game overall. It was a completely different experience than what we had experienced during the beta. So hey, Treyarch, appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my final thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It's a very enjoyable game at this point in time. And as long as Treyarch keeps on their game and they keep providing us with more content, more updates, this Call of Duty will have a very promising year. That being said, if you like this video, do me a huge favor, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel or just haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. It's free, it takes about 2 seconds. And if there's anything about this video you liked or just something you just couldn't, it kind of bugged you, leave it down in the comment section as well. Give us a chance to fix that. And until next time, guys, see you later.